Um, what do I want to talk about? Highlights of the day. Let's start here. Honestly, not open to men or a new romantic relationship involving one or two or any of them. I am fine on my own, doing my own thing without him, and I can say that I can finally feel free and safe when I'm alone. I'm wearing the patch of color in my hair again and getting compliments. So I wrote this, I think I was on the bus on my way downtown, and I know, shocking, I ride the bus, right? But I've kind of been going through like this phase of like caring about what people think, and then like I've evolved to a point spiritually where it's like, why would I ever care what people think? And not like your existence doesn't matter to me type of, I don't care, but like more like a, why would I cower and not experience my experience as a human because I value your opinion over mine, you know? So yeah, but I, looking back at this now, out of all the notes that I wrote today, I definitely can attest to the fact that I feel like I'm finally just in a, I had to sleep. Even now I still feel very low in energy. Like I still need to sleep more to kind of regain my power. And it's also probably because I'm coming on my period soon, so I'm gonna need to be more feminine and receptive and just relaxed. Um, but I feel like definitely that relationship was very toxic and draining and just neglectful and abusive and just everything that no woman should ever experience, ever. And I've also been in the silence of it all that I've really been embracing or trying to embrace more lately is the realization that I am a very I am a very rare occurrence. And yes, there's always one of many. So of course, like I understand because I am part of the 144 that there's people who are having similar experiences in their path, just as I am, because we're here to learn similar lessons in order to invoke similar ways of being and service. So anyway, I just am coming more into the knowledge of myself and like allowing myself to expand more and to speak and to move and dress and decorate my form however I want to, you know, doing this tattoo here and changing my name. I noticed that changing my name and changing my hair and changing um, my body, like covering my, adding a new tattoo every time I turn, you know, into a new person or I gain something or I survive something. And, you know, for me, it's really I'm kind of at a point now where I see all the signs and I'm aware of them. And so it's like this ability to just detach from the stuff that I was using as a drug. I have heightened senses as well. I'm way more sensitive now. So, like, a lot of stuff is just different. And a lot of relationships that I wanted to, like, have and I thought that, like, was gonna be some type of different way is not that way. And I'm seeing now that it can't be that way. And so I'm also going through a stage of grief while also, like, being like, oh shit, but this isn't my future. So, like, be happy, but don't tell anybody, but be happy and faithful and focused and resilient and honest and open, but still closed off and private. And it's like, Okay, you know. So, yeah. Yeah. I can definitely say that I don't want a relationship with a man right now. Like romantically, sexually, physically. I feel like in previous chapters of my life, I kind of used men and sex. I began to use them because my first introduction to like sex and love and like romance was always very like, and even my first time like having intercourse and like allowing somebody into my body in a very intimate way was, I was blackmailed. Like it was very, so I never really had like a pure experience or like very, I never really had very much love in my life, especially during my childhood. And I feel like now that people, especially like my mom and my stepfather, and even some relatives and like people are seeing that I'm entering this really big new chapter in my life. And I hate to say it, but I do feel like they're kind of showing me love now that they see. And it's only gonna get better for me, which means that I'm only gonna get like higher and higher up. And you know what they say about that. So yeah, I just don't really see the point of having a man. I feel like a lot of the men that I dated in the past were kind of like my children. Like how Nikki would say, these niggas is my sons, like for real. And I was kind of always giving to them and healing them and protecting them and nurturing them and teaching them, you know, bathing them in my holy water, you know. And what did I get? Like I literally was up, I can barely sleep, I'm crying every day. And like I can admit this, I can admit this because I'm finally like not only embracing the silence but embracing the reality in order to be able to reflect on it and be like, damn, I really made it through that too, because there's so much stuff that I've been through that I don't really speak about, and I don't like flaunt or like try to flash anybody for sympathy or anything like that, because I'm very used to always having to get back up and dust myself off and try again, you know? And so like, because I realized that I've had to be so resilient and so like capable and so strong, and also was the one helping other people be strong even when I felt like I was breaking, it's like, who do I really need? Why do I need a man? You know, like, let's be honest. I'm not what, I don't need a man. They need me. Like, and that's not even on no cocky stuff. Like, okay, so I was waiting for the ferry. I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna talk about it. I asked the girl if she was gay after I replied to her question of, can I get you anything else? Yes, your name card. Wait, I fucked that up. Okay, wait. I asked the girl if she was gay after I replied to her question of, can I get you anything else? And I'm gonna re-say this differently. She asked me, can I get you anything else? And I replied, your name and number. She smiled, her back turned to the men opposite of us at the bar. It was two black guys, not on my level. They were fascinated, infuriated by me. I'm a different type of girl. I asked her that flat out, are you into girls? And she answered no. Her smirk had a fire to it. She was spicy, dangerous. I saw her eyes shift over to them, but they're not like us. They are not the power that we are. And I could rock her world better than he could. I could bend her over like I did philosophy. So philosophy is an ex of mine that I was dating. He was a philosophy major, like that's what he was studying in college or something like that. And I would go over to his dorm and like we would have sex and like trip off of shrooms and stuff like that. And he was fluid in his sexuality, I'll say that. Because you know I'm a female, and typically, I mean more recently, women have been becoming more dominant in bedrooms and workrooms and anything really, which I think should not be like, you know, type of thing. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm really realizing the power, the knowledge, the wealth, the wisdom, the influence, the beauty, the almost horror of being a woman and holding on to my femininity as if it was like a weapon or like this burning cross, or like, okay, being a female. God, I hope this is recording. Being a female, being a woman, especially a young woman, a single young woman. It's like being fire, and it's like being a beautiful young single woman. It's inextinguishable. It's like so overwhelming and draining. And then not only am I a beautiful single young woman, but then I also am neurodivergent. So masking in public while being beautiful, single, and young with an alluring aura and a powerful, you know, spiritual team of angels around me, it's like all eyes are always on me. And like, I like that on social media, but in person, and I can like feel people's energy and like hear their thoughts, or at least hear my anxious thoughts about what they're possibly thinking, and then I don't really know how to divulge between which one is which and what is real and what's really real. And like, I'm on this spiritual awakening, and it's like, does anybody else feel this? Because gosh, it's so heavy. And you know, it's like here I am in America complaining about being beautiful, sexy, smart, young, and heavily guided by spiritual forces and angels. Like, are you fucking serious? You're complaining about this. But it's so much to manage. Like, and if you're part of the 144, then you already know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to explain. Like, you probably already know your mission. You probably already know your purpose and your path. You probably already have gotten like guidance on what you're supposed to do. And so me having that guidance, and like, it's like, and my heart is racing right now. Like, listen, maybe this is too much to post, but I just gotta get it out somewhere. I just want to be loved. You know, like really loved and not desired. You know, attention is fleeting. It's kind of like a fly to a flame. You know, it buzzes around, they talk, they gossip, they observe, they may even fly and land on you for a little bit. But then there's some people that aren't flies, they're like mosquitoes, and they bite you and they suck at you and they suck you dry. And oh my gosh, I'm so tired of the flies and mosquitoes. And it's like, keep your heart open. I'm tired. I'm so tired of always having to be strong. Always having to be the bigger person when I'm the smallest one and the youngest one. And so it's easier. It was easier for me. It was easier for me to act dumb, to act like I don't know, to act like I'm too weak, to act like I am unaware and out of control. And I lay there as he slipped inside of my body, and I just took it because I didn't want to feel my power. I wanted to think something else. I wanted to feel something else. I wanted to go somewhere else. I wanted to be something else. And I did, and I got addicted to that emptiness, to that lack of being alive. And I could understand why people do drugs. I could understand because it's an escape from the enormous reality of existence, especially the different levels of existence that are possible. It's like the more that you heal and improve and learn and educate yourself, it's like, it's just, it's inescapable, honestly. It's like this void of existence. And then the awareness of the existence is just like the cherry on top. And then I'm so self-aware that I feel like I make other people self-aware, and then they fucking walk away from me or like can't handle being around me. And it's like, honestly, I would just love for someone not to be scared of me and to just like not move away out of fucking fear. Like, why are you so scared to be conscious? Why is this scary? And it's like, why am I angry about that? Because I'm fucking lonely. We're the people who are not afraid to be alive and who are not repressed and depressed and stressed and sad. And like, yes, we all experience these emotions and we all go through these periods of emotion and just living a human life on this planet, which honestly is not really in that great condition right now. And I go through these points of feeling so fucking hopeless as a starseed, as a humanitarian, as an alien on this goddamn planet. I don't understand this shit. And I'm frustrated. And I know that I'm here to help, but I'm tired. And I have to keep going. If you cry on the bus, then they think you're crazy. And if you scream in the store, then you're crazy. And if you make eye contact, then you're weird or you're creepy. And if you want to dance to a song in the line while you're making my fucking wrapped tortilla that I'm paying for, then oh, she's special. And you know what? Fine. I'm fucking special because the guy still asked for my number. So fine. I'll be the crazy lady dancing in the grocery store aisle. Fine. 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 Yes, I asked for your number. Are you gay? If you're not into girls, then let me know now and I'll move on to the next one. But I'm so sick and tired of shrinking myself. No, I'm not dumb. I know exactly what you're thinking. I can read your mind and your emotions. I study psychology. I know exactly why you're doing the things that you do and why your parents did what they did. And I understand this whole, and it's like, I have all of this fucking knowledge, and my mom said that I'm better than her and smarter than her and that I'm too strong to give up and that I'm a go-getter and I just can't let him fuck with me. But I swear it felt like he was breaking me down, and I just don't know. I feel the best when I'm in my bed or when I'm in my bath. And I just wish that somebody would come and hold me. I'm so tired of always being the one holding other people. Who's gonna cry for me? Who's gonna ask me if I'm okay? And so I cry for them. I cry for everybody almost every day now. And I used to think that money deposited in my account would make me feel better. I've never had more than $1,000, and I've had almost 500 in the past 5 weeks. Spent it all. And I still didn't feel happy. I mean, momentarily, but it didn't last. And I thought the fame and the fortune was what I wanted, but now that I know that it's coming, is that really what I want? you know, I'd rather be wild. I'd rather be crazy. I'd rather be weird. I'd rather be the angry, messy, uncontrollable girl that grew into a woman, that survived and transmuted all of the weight and the abuse and the darkness. And I'd rather turn it into light. You know, I'm aware that I'm the phoenix, the belladonna, the whore and the wife, the daughter and the mother, the healer and the warrior, and the water, which can also be the storm. I am a woman. I'm a wild woman.